Hi, and welcome to the Rasheem Arsenio Stewart podcast. This is episode number 42. And I want to thank you guys for this continuing journey and being here close to every week doing these episodes with you guys. So, for the new people that just came on board, we got like one new subscriber in the last week. Hello, thank you for subscribing and coming on board. So, do me a favor. If you would hit the thumbs up for this episode. If you're new and you're trying to check out this channel for the first time and you like what you hear, hit that subscribe button. There's going to be a bell right next to it, and hit the all part of the bell so you get every time I drop a video, whether it's a new episode or a short or some other new segments will be coming soon. I will be doing another update video soon on that, and we'll go from there. And of course, for all the people going to be watching and listening to this, eventually in the jails and prison systems over the country on your tablets or MP3 players, I just want to say to you men and women to continue to keep your head up, keep the faith, and do the right things, learn something new, so when you're time to come out and get a second chance in life, you could be a productive citizen in this country or any part of the world. Well, today, before I really get into my episode, I want to give you a quick update on something. I took a week off last week of me doing these episodes because I'm not going to necessarily saying burnt out, but I was just more like I needed a week off from doing these episodes just to get my mind back into focus, to make sure I give you guys the proper, what's the word I'm looking for? The proper encouragement, because sometimes when you're trying to push out an episode almost once every, on average, 7 to 8 days, I mean, it's good, it's fun, but sometimes you're just sometimes doing it just because you're just doing it, and I don't know it's getting the right impact based on the views. So I want to make sure if I'm going to do something and I want to do it right, I want to give you good quality and give you stuff that I'm dealing with, but also help you get through the times, because maybe somebody else is dealing with something similar to what I'm going through. And that's one of the things I love encouraging and doing these type of videos. So I just want to give you a heads up on that. We're going to try to get back to getting back to doing a once a week schedule. The next episode, for episode 43, will be a 4th of July episode. I will record that this coming Thursday for 4th of July. And I'm looking forward to that episode, and we'll see how it goes and go from there. Well, today, if you saw one of my most recent shorts, it talked about being at a crossroads. So for the next couple of minutes, I want to talk to you guys today on this episode about what is it like being at a crossroads of your life, and how can I encourage you and also encourage myself to make a decision when you're at a crossroads. And what I mean a crossroads, I think of it as like you at a stop. You at a 4-way stop. You got 4 different progressions. You can go straight, you can turn left, you can turn right, or you can U-turn back. There's 4 ways you can go. And think about each decision that you want to do based on those 4 different things. Like, for example, if you want to go back and do something because something didn't feel right, you always got the option to turn back around and go back and do whatever you think was working, or go back and do something else. That's a good thing, because also it could be a bad thing, because maybe you could have went this way, or you could have went the other way, could have kept moving forward. You know, there might be some regret. So there's always a chance of regret no matter what direction you're going to. But we have to remember that once you make that decision, that's one of the most important things to remember about this episode. Once you decide which direction you want to go to, you can't regret it. You gotta just go for that direction, and no matter where that direction leads you, you have to feel like, okay, this was meant to be at this point in my life. Now you could turn left or to the right, and those are the unknown, because you don't know what's coming to the left. You don't know, left if you're going, that'll be west. If you're going right, I believe that's east. But no matter where that road leads you, it's kind of like going to like an unknown. Like you don't know what's coming what's coming ahead if you go those two directions. And that's kind of scary if you don't, like, we fear the unknown. We fear what's coming. We fear that, oh, I don't know any of the variables. I don't know any of the stuff that's going on. So for me, if I go left or right, I'm scared because I can't control the narrative. This narrative is kind of being controlled. It's controlling me. So I feel like I have to trust the process of which direction I'm going. And I know that can be scary, but sometimes that can be a good thing, because if you don't know what's going on, you gotta trust in something or somebody that I believe is bigger than you are. I don't mean a literal sense, but bigger than what you're dealing with. You have to put that trust that knowing that that's gonna be fine. Or you can keep going straight ahead. You can keep going on the path you're going to, but depending if it's a good or bad thing, if it's a path, it's something good, yeah, you want to keep moving forward and keep on advancing. But if you ain't keep going on a straight path, but it's going to end up to something destructive, then I would really looking at going another direction, or maybe that's why I say maybe a good thing. You may go backwards and turn back a little bit and then start over the journey again. So these are the things you need to think about when you're hitting a crossroads. And for me, I'll give you an example. I recently, like next week, will hit a years that I moved to St. Petersburg, Florida. Since I've been in St. Pete, Tampa area. And I'm hitting a crossroads of my life. I got to make some decisions coming up soon that could affect not only myself, it could affect my family. And I have to make sure that these decisions, I gotta think about, like, I'm at one part of the crossroads is thinking about maybe moving somewhere else, maybe when I'm somewhere else in the area I'm at, or somewhere else completely. And that's a big step. It's gonna be a big step up on how much I pay a month for rent. It could be a step up. Maybe I won't have a roommate to help pay the bill. I may have to do this by myself. And that's a big, scary step for some people. Also, there's another thing you have to look into is, if I go to this new area, do I know people in this area? Do I feel like I'll be safe in this new area? Can I grow? Can I succeed? Can I get a job really fast? Can I find a place of worship or a place of spirituality in this new place? And these are things you guys have to think about when you come at the crossroads of that type of decision. I'm also coming to crossroads of my life as far as the people I want in my life. The people and I'm actually going through this right now as I'm recording this episode. I'm thinking in my mind, like, who should be in my life? Who should not be in my life? And that's a tough crossroads to be in too, because just because you know the people for years, and they're not adding value, they're not adding something positive to your life, you may want to think about cutting them out. I know it's hard, it's going to hurt, but in the long term, you gain something better, because now you have room to add new people in your life that could bring value. So before you make that decision, make sure, before you get that cross, before you want to cut that person out. So keep that in mind, because you don't want to keep somebody because you don't want to be lonely or alone. You want to make sure that person is not toxic and is not doing anything to hurt you. You want somebody who's going to help you. Stuff like that. So I know the episode went a tad longer than I normally been doing lately on these episodes, but I feel it's important to let you know that no matter what type of crossroad you're in your life, seek counsel and seek wisdom, and of course from your higher power. But second, pray that your higher power will, God, whoever you want to call it, will send a couple of people in your life to say, hey, this is what I'm going through right now. What you think about it? And based on the information, you can make that decision a lot easier if you get the right people who will push you to the right direction. Well, anyway, this ends the episode. I'm doing this outside. I'm almost getting rained on, literally. So I want to stop before I end up getting soaked. But anyway, I want to thank you guys always for coming on board with these episodes. So first and foremost, may the Lord bless you and keep you. Remember, do everything you do to the best of your ability with love and respect. We'll be back with some later on this week for 4th of July week for another episode of Rasheem, Arsenio, Stewart podcast. God bless America. God bless your families. And God bless the world. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for continuing coming on board and riding this journey with me and being a part of this journey. Okay, thank you and have a wonderful night. See you in the next video. Bye.